All right, guys, I'm thoroughly confused, and normally I can follow along pretty good by reading things like wikis and such. As you can see, this is a lead screw, this is a lead screw, these are 8 per inch, and I was told that 8 per inch is like 3 millimeters, 3 point something millimeters, yada yada. It's just connected to a nut, there's no pulley, there's no extra gearing, it's just this lead screw. And I measured it, and it's 8 threads per inch. However, I did a rough test. I used my dial indicator, okay? I stuck it up here, I zeroed everything out, and I gave it one full rotation, and I noted the distance traveled, and it was 1/4 of an inch. Well, 1/4 of an inch per revolution is 6.35 millimeters. Now, it travels like 3 or 4 inches, not 1 inch, at 6.35 millimeters. So I'm going to show you that it does rotate and it moves the axis. So let's see here. G1, give it a feed rate of 800, and x-axis -50, and we'll send it. So you can see it's rotating, it's moving, but it moves way more than 50 millimeters, which is like 1.9 inches, right? So if I'm trying to move 25 millimeters would give me roughly 1 inch, right? But it's doubling it. So the 6.35 is too far. Obviously it needs to be 3 point something, which is what was recommended to me. Let me write this one thing down real quick. All right, so if we look into this configuration, here, we'll just clear the data and put a new one up here just to make sure. All right, so my x-axis is 1, so we're gonna look at 1 TR. So I've got it 6.35, which was the distance traveled in 1 revolution. Well, what was told to me, which should be 3 TR, no, I'm sorry, 2 TR, which is 3.175 millimeters, which was 8 threads per inch, which was I was told. And that's, about right. However, if I put in, let's see here, 1 TR equals 3.175. All right, it accepted it. And now if I do that same command that I did before, but in the opposite direction, so we'll say G1, G1, it's hard to do with one hand on the camera, G1, feed rate 800, and we're gonna go X50, because we're gonna send the X-axis. Watch what happens. The motor doesn't even turn. It energizes, but it doesn't rotate. And I've got the current all the way up on the board. I know you're not supposed to, but if you look at motor 1, see, that's all the way to the right. So that's max current. So what is going on here, guys? When I set it at 6 millimeters, my motors turned, but they turned too far. I set it at 3 millimeters, which is kind of where I need to be. I can't get the motors to turn. What am I doing wrong? Are my steppers just junk? Are they just garbage? I need to replace all my steppers because they seem to work, but not with the correct settings that I need. This is my confusion. Sorry to bother you guys, but I really appreciate any help. We'll talk to you later.